if I were running the Cowboys, I would look at the college ranks for a guy I think could grow with the organization and had, a lot of people do it the same way unless you really are brilliant. I think Lincoln Riley is brilliant. Now, he's going to have to come along, just as they did in Los Angeles, right, with the Rams. If you hire a guy like that, you need a defensive coordinator with gravitas who's going to have some autonomy and who has older and has a record in the league to come in and help shepherd the young coach and cover up for his weaknesses. But Lincoln Riley has not only changed college football, he has changed the NFL. He's a brilliant offensive mind. Right. He has not shown the ability to get to the championship level, even in the college ranks. That would not stop me from hiring him if I were the Dallas Cowboys.
It would stop me. I watch you give up 49 points and a half. Listen, you're not an offensive coordinator. You're a head coach. That means your responsibility is for everything, not just one side of the ball. I have no doubt that Lincoln Riley can coach on the NFL level in terms of elevating the play of a quarterback, having a good offense, particularly with the professional weapons he'll have available to him. But you got to get stuff done on the defensive side of the ball. And to me, if you've shown an inability to do that as a head coach on the collegiate level, why should I believe you're going to do it on the professional level? That is me. My attitude is Urban Meyer would be the ideal guy. There are former Cowboys that brought Urban Meyer in to meet with Jerry Jones, according to what I've heard. And the bottom line is this. Urban Meyer, the last time we've seen him, he was winning 90% of his games at Ohio State. 85% of his games at his previous stop. This dude is one of the greatest coaches in the history of the sport. And he wouldn't have to worry about recruiting or the NCAA on a collegiate level in college because he'd be in the pros. He would be my choice.
If I have to pick between those two, I agree with Stephen A. Urban Meyer is the choice because Urban Meyer has shown the ability to run an organization. I think it's always a mistake to hire somebody because you believe them to be a mastermind on offense or defense, because the job of head coach is not masterminding offense or defense. It's what Stephen A. said. It's to lead the organization and the culture. And if you think, like Sean McVay is a guy that people point to often and think that he was some sort of offensive genius, that's why they had success. The things that he was doing on offense were not special. They were general things that people know of in the offense. Why he had success is because he was a collaborative leader. And if you talk to anybody in that organization, they talk about how he involved all the players in the game plan and in preparation, and they bought into the system because of that. That's why he was successful. I think that you get yourself in trouble if you think that someone is some sort of genius that can perpetually stay intellectually ahead or schematically ahead of everyone else in the league. They're going to catch up to you in the NFL and college usually. And figure that out. Well, not usually.
Well, no, this is what I would say about
always.
That.
There's nobody out there that is just so smart that their schemes just continue.
Not always. Hold on. Not always. First of all, it's a parlor trick if you come up with something new, and then people are going to catch up. But there are some, brilliant people. And, we had Rex Ryan in here before, like Buddy Ryan on the defensive side of the ball, Bill Walsh on the other side. You have guys who are really special. I think Lincoln Riley's one of those guys. Now, to address the executive capacity that I've brought up and you've brought up and we've been talking about, let's not act like they haven't had success. They just made the college football playoff. And it's not like they're the number one recruiting team in the country.
They've had success. I think I agree with that. I'm not saying that he won't be successful with doing this moving forward because he hasn't had success. But we can't point to anything to say like this. We keep pointing to his offensive production or the success that they've had in the Big 12. It's entirely different in the NFL is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he won't be there. I'm just saying we have no evidence to point to suggest that he will. And we have a lot of more evidence pointing to Urban Meyer.
And what I'm saying is this. We continuously malign the Big 12 because of their absence of defense. We know what the SEC brings. We know what the Big 10 via Ohio State is going to bring. You know that if you want a championship, what you're going to have to do on both sides of the ball going up against those guys. And you still fail to pull that off. You coach offense, but you don't have a defense in all the years that you've been there. That resonates with me.
Well, okay,
he's not Urban Meyer.
He's
good.
Tomlin has
he's
Dick
not
LeBeau.
Urban Meyer.
In L.A., they went and got Wade Phillips. You get a guy like that with Lincoln Riley, and the difference there between him and an older coach who's had more success is you might have him for 2 decades.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.